grab rebounds from 6'10", 260.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to our continuing coverage of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. We're here for pivotal Game 4 with the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson, and let's get started. And the series tonight takes place in Oakland, where it'll be the Warriors going up against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, they stole Game 3 here on the road. A chance to do it again tonight. They're looking to get greedy here and really go in for the kill. And tonight, a borderline must-win game, Kenny. You bet. Talk about a team's mindset in this situation.
Well, in those championship years, like in '94, we had the home court, and we lost both games to Phoenix at home. Still came back. The local papers, you know what they called us?
Choke City.
Choke City, because it wasn't Clutch City, and then we changed it to Clutch City by ultimately winning Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals and went on to the NBA Finals.
Well, Ken, in 2006 with the Heat, we almost went down 3-0 in a championship series.
Oh.
We overcame a 13-point deficit in the last 6 minutes of Game 3, and they decided to hack a shot. Wow. So I'm at the free throw line, I look up. My main man, Joel, from high school, he was giving me the motion and said, follow through, Big Daddy, follow through, Big Daddy, and we went on to win it all.
Whoa, Joel must be a special guy in your life.
That's a story.
High school point guard, 36-0, baby,
Yeah,
San Antonio Cole.
That is a story that isn't known to many people. I'm so glad that you shared it here.
Yes.
That's hard work. Let's go to Kevin Martin.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Bulls have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Golden State Warriors. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
With Game 4 of the NBA Finals. We will see a Game 5, but will we see Game 6? That's the question. With David Aldridge on our sideline, here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Holden. Take a look at the Warriors. No doubt this is a crucial game for them, looking to even the series tonight on their home court.
And listen, they're still in decent shape, down 2-1, but if they can win this one and tie it up the series now, all of a sudden you've got some momentum on your side.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, they've got Mozgov. Michael Jordan is out there with Harden. Then there's Pippen, and it's Rodman in at the 4 spot. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. To the inside, Jordan, and the rejection by Cousins.
When DeMarcus Cousins is blocking shots, this defense takes on a whole different attitude.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. But they recover it. There's the 3. And Pippen gets it to go. Pippen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Some solid defense from Pippen.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there. He really had terrific position. Does a good job of affecting the shot out high.
Chicago shooting their first foul shot of the night. no good, Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance. And it was the screen there that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
Here's Pippen. Great D that time from Durant. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. Shoots from the baseline, and it's Golden State with another.
You're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you have to start.
Harper kicks to Boston. It's Pippen on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Can't convert the two-handed jam.
Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind, but in reality, it didn't work.
Green, no luck. Chicago's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter.
Watch your head.
It's a beautiful jam.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I call that slam dunk contest level.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now here's Durant. 5 points in the game. Back to Curry. He dishes it to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
DeMarcus very effective driving off pick and rolls and scoring with ease.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. As far as the atmosphere is in his team's locker room heading into Game 4, he said, we know what's on the line. It's the NBA Finals, and every game is crucial. This week could really determine which team holds the momentum the rest of the way. We will indeed see who comes out of this game feeling good. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pippen against Durant. Jordan dishes to Harper. Back to Jordan. Over Curry. No good on the back of the rim.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight is welcome back.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Beautifully orchestrated play. You put Durant at the finishing end of anything, it's probably a good idea.
Pippen the pass to Jordan. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Cousins. Cousins has got 3 assists in the game. Bulls trail by 7. It's Pippen on the wing. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Pippen's got 6 points.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Murray finds Green. Down low. And Cousins throws it down.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator really sees the entire floor.
Pass to Pippen. Durant with the steal. So for the Bulls, Carter comes in from Austin, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Ron Harper. LaVine against Curry. Here's Green. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
Anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Especially on the road. You're hoping for any extra contribution. But for a couple stretches, there, the backups control the game.
And here's Thompson following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good. It's Cousins picking up the assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
It's Pippen on the wing. Over Durant. And And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Despite the shot-first mentality, Levine understands he also needs to facilitate for this offense to run well.
Now here's Curry. The pass to Thompson. They kick it out to Green from outside the arc. And another 3 for Golden State.
Passing. They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
It's Jordan on the wing. Another 3 for Chicago.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Curry on the wing. And by Levine. Here's Durant. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Pippen. Inside. It's the one by Green. Durant, wide open, he fires. A 3-pointer off the mark. Bulls trail by 4. Outside, Rodman, over Green, and it's Chicago scoring again. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State, and Cousins puts it down.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
Chicago's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Pippen, no luck.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Durant, the pass to Green. That's good. A nice assist from Durant. And now a 6-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, good recognition there. Draymond exploits the heart of that defense.
Chicago calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Now he's checked in for Cousins. Urebko comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Here's Iguodala after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Curry outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 6.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Dunn kicks to Pope. And then Carter with the dunk.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes it to Urebko. Here's Iguodala. He's guarded by Markkanen. Some nice passing by Golden State. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. 5 to shoot. A drive by Iguodala. Good D by Lopez. Bulls trail by 5. Markkanen down low. He's against Urebko. Count the basket.
You have to be impressed with the way this kid shoots the ball. Markkanen built for that mid-range game.
Here's Curry. He has 6. 13 feet away. Good on the jump shot. Livingston's got his first bucket of the night.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game that fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Right back after this break. One of the most talented big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins, talked about his maturation over time.
Been a player that thought he knew it all. Thought he was the best thing walking, and I think I've humbled myself a lot since then. So, Of course, my game has grown. My knowledge of the game has grown, my IQ. But it's just the typical thing from a rookie to, a veteran.
And you know, Greg, you see it on the floor now. When Cousins keeps his emotions in check, he's a force on the floor.
And Kevin, that's the key. When he's focused on the game and not the refs, he is almost unstoppable.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Markkanen is the 4, with Lopez in the middle. Chris Dunn is out there with Carter, and it's Porter at the small forward. And stolen by Dunn.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Now here's Markkanen. Carter right side. So the Livingston counted, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Carter.
He always has the green light to take those kinds of shots because he is absolutely lethal from there.
Curry outside, unable to get that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And against Curry. Dunn kicks to Lopez. And against Curry. Here's Lopez, and it's Chicago scoring again.
I love the way Lopez finished with a guy right on him. Shows incredible confidence on his part.
That's the Jerebko. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Livingston with it. Carter on him. It's Curry outside. Traps in the tray. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
There it is. His first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter. His 3rd of the game.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor. But that does take a lot of discipline.
Up going with the new group. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. 3rd is Stephen Curry.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Outside Jordan. Launches a 3, and Scottie Pippen the bucket on the assist from Michael Jordan. Pippen's got 11 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Iguodala. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Livingston dishes to Bell. Makes it off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And this is where Bell likes to operate. Comfortable inside. As long as he can get it done from there.
Harper the pass to Mosman. Back to Harper. Outside Jordan. Pass to Mosman. Harper gets the Pippen. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Nice shot by Jordan.
It's graceful. There's a level of dignity that Jordan has on the floor. Just so classy about everything he does.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Harper against Curry. Rodman passes to Mosman. Outside Pippen. He kicks to Harper. Here's Jordan, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And no doubt, both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another leeching.
I like to fight in these gloves. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hand.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Jordan Bell. Draymond Green comes in for Urebka. Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. It's Thompson in for Steph Curry. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Harper, stolen by Thompson. Down low, Green. And there's the pass to Cousins. Against Thompson. Shot clock at 6. A three. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
Impressive work from Thompson. Hard for the defense to react on the catch and shoot.
Here is Harper. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Here's Jordan. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Chicago making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Rodman. And Levine subbed in for Pippen. Durant against Jordan. Durant kicks to Green. Over in the corner, Livingston. Dishes it to Cousins. Tries from 10. Carter pulls it in. Bulls have gone a superb 7-7 from the field here in the second. Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by Golden State. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by Green. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Carter. Chicago's got both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter.
Good slashing there by Jordan. Gets up to speed in a hurry. Just impossible to stay in front of.
Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And so Jordan nails both of them.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Livingston looking for the opening. And Green now, top of the key. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Stephen Curry, who's checked in for Sean Livingston. Here is Durant. 9 points in the game so far. Lays it up off the glass. Durant's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Well, as good as Durant is on the perimeter, this is where he hits on absolutely insane percentage.
Harper kicks to Jordan. From 17 feet out, he bangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jordan's got 11 points in the quarter.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Outside, Green. No good from outside.
But I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
1:41 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Jordan, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the ball and will shoot two. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. Checked in for the Bulls. Carter comes in for Ron Harper. And so Jordan nails both of them.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Finds Curry, and he finishes nicely on the way. Curry's got 14 points. Here's Jordan. He's got 24. Over Thompson. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. To get him the ball and get out of the way.
Curry passes to Durant. Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know, he's still slender, but KD's gotten a lot stronger. You have to wrap him up early. You can't let him get the shot off.
And he's got his first chant in for Carter. Porter comes in for Michael Jordan. And it's done in for Levine. Good from Durant.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer, already a 6-footer in middle school.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot clock at 6. Shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on the free throw.
What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter. And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now to the Bulls. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Dunn kicks to Porter. Durant with the steal. Goes up, and then Durant with the jam.
The long arms and quick hands of Durant. Jump starting to break.
Chicago trailing here. To the middle. Shoot out to Markkanen. Dunn dishes to Carter. Over Thompson. Carter with the bucket. Carter's got the game tied up here for Chicago. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny and Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Well, for the Warriors, They're already down 2-1 in the series and can ill afford to lose another. That's why tonight's close-fought battle has all the makings of a nail-biter that could go right down to the wire. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they've been pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
The Embarcadero in San Francisco with the Bay Bridge glistening in the background as we welcome you back to the Bay Area and back to Oakland, California. Welcome back to Game 4 as we get back into the action. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first two quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
He bullied his way inside for a ton of rebounds, and until they get a body on him, he's just going to keep coming at him.